Taking on debt is not a big deal anymore for the average Indian middle class. And when it comes to buying a dream home, or in some cases to fulfill the need for adequate finances during a medical emergency, banking institutions are almost always the go to avenue to borrow funds to fulfill that cause. To opt for a personal loan in such scenarios can be a tricky business since the interest rates on them are quite high and could be a raw deal for some borrowers. In such a scenario, an interesting option can be leveraged that is popularly known as loan against property. As the name itself suggests, it is the loan which is issued or disbursed by a financial institution against a property which is pre-owned by the prospective borrower. This is a reasonable bet as compared to the previously mentioned personal loan, as the rate of interest is particularly favorable in this case. However, owning property is not the only criteria. Hey guys, this is Simran from ClearTax, and today I'll be talking about a few factors that might affect your eligibility for a loan against property. But before we begin, do not forget to press the bell icon and like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. So let's begin. The first one is current employment status. Almost all of the banking or financial institutions will keep a tab on your present employment status and the salary or income you will be obtaining out of them on a monthly basis so as to ascertain your capability of paying the monthly equated installments, also known as EMIs. Another criterion which can affect the credibility of the borrower is how long they have been working for their organization, as frequent job hopping can give an impression of relative instability of one's financial situation. The second one is documentation of your leveraged property. The first order of business of any bank or other financial institution will be to check all the documents related to the property which is being leveraged by the borrower. Any discrepancies with regard to the documentation or any legal hassles could greatly reduce or almost negate your chances of getting the desired amount from the lender. The documents could include relevant permissions from the local bodies, building plans, environmental clearances, and so on. The third one is insurance of leveraged property. This can be considered as a subset of the above mentioned factor, but is nevertheless as important as any other factor. If the property in question is secured in terms of an insurance policy, it will be an added benefit to your loan application. This measure will be a trust building exercise among the lender and the borrower, as the latter will have a sense of higher security against the property becoming a non-performing asset in future. The fourth one is credit score or CIBIL score of the borrower. In almost all scenarios where a borrower is applying for any kind of loan, the credit score will be the defining entity for whether the loan will be approved or not. Most of the banking institutions or the lenders will have the necessary tools at their disposal to calculate your credit scores, which will show how well you have been repaying your existing loans or credit card repayments. The same stands true in case of a loan against one's property. The fifth one is the regularity of income tax returns. Income tax returns could prove a vital component of your loan application process, wherein you would be asked to furnish your income tax return documents for the last 3 or 4 years, which would prove that the borrower in question has a steady cash flow over a long period of time, which is incomprehensible in case you try to furnish your salary slips. If the documents pertaining to the returns are inadequate, it can very well result in the rejection of your loan application. The sixth one is tenure for the loan. It is very likely that your loan against property application will be rejected in case the tenure that you are looking for to repay the loan is comparatively short with respect to your average monthly income. Always make sure that whatever tenure you are looking at is in sync with your monthly earning and it is neither too low nor too high. The last one is age of the applicant. If the applicant has already retired or is approaching that age, the chances are that the loan will likely get rejected for obvious reasons. It is always advisable that in such cases you have a co-applicant on board, which can be an earning member of your family, or to furnish joint income proofs with them to instill confidence with the concerned lending authorities. A loan against property is one of the most comfortable and easy to avail options for any borrower. This, however, also means that the property which the borrower is leveraging in order to get that loan will be at risk in case they are unable to make timely repayments. Hence, One has to be confident with respect to the short and long-term implications of availing this facility. Well, this was it for today's video. Let us know what you think about the video and comment below if you have any doubts. We will try to reply to it as soon as we can. Stay tuned to our channel for more informative videos like these. Till then, goodbye and take care.